Hey everybody, this is XL Doki with XL Nation here, coming at you with some Call of Duty Modern Warfare gunship gameplay, and just wanted to give my overall review of the game. But before we get into the video, I want to let everyone know that we are doing a Modern Warfare giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. All you have to do is like and share our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment when you're done and what console you want it for. Now let's get into this review. Alright, so first I want to start off with the cons of the beta. And first off, it was the lighting in the buildings. That's my number one thing. I had a huge issue with the lighting in the buildings, and I know a lot of people did. If somebody was in a building, you were not going to see them unless you got lucky and saw their name. Shoot a little bit below the name, and you might get lucky and hit them. But other than that, they were basically invisible. And that's not good. That's a game-breaking issue in my opinion. They're aware of it. They know it's in there, and they're going to do their best they can to fix it for launch. I got faith in Infinity Ward. I know with past Call of Duties, in my experience, they were on top of things like that. Especially the old team, which a lot of them are back on the Infinity Ward, the guys who made Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare, and the classics. So I think they'll be on top of it. I think the lighting in the buildings will be fixed, but it caused quite a few rage moments in the beta because of the lighting issue. But I think we'll be fine at launch. Next up is the M4A1. I felt like it was a little overpowered compared to the rest of the guns. Don't nerf it into the ground. That's my number one thing. I don't want them to nerf it straight into the ground to where it's unusable, because then it's just, what's the point of even having it in the game if nobody's going to use it? I think they just need to tone it down just a little bit to make it even with the other ARs, because it was head and shoulders better than the rest of the ARs. 90% of the time I was getting killed, it was that. So I think they just need to tone it down just a little bit, and like I said, with class setups and stuff like that, people are going to find ways to make it a beast and make it overpowered, and that's just a part of Call of Duty in class setups. You're going to find the best attachments for the gun, and you're going to run it. So can't really do anything about that, but just tone it down to where other guns can combat it. So hopefully we'll be good at launch with that. Next up is the minimap. The minimap issue, I didn't really have a problem with what they've done, putting in the minimap, put no red dots. And the compass up top, it's got the red dots when they shoot. I think that's a good middle ground for everybody. Just going to have to adjust and adapt. And I'm completely fine with that. I've had to do that multiple times coming from Ghost, and then we go to jetpacks. So you had to adapt and adjust, and most of the people did it. A lot of people left. Hopefully this brings a lot of people back, but just adjust and adapt. Next up is the spawns. The spawns are horrible. If my team has A capped and I'm spawning at C where they have capped, that's a problem. I'm spawning in their area. They're going to find me, they're going to kill me, and I might be able to get 1 or 2 kills before then. Or if I'm having a good day, kill the whole team, but then they spawn right behind me and kill me before I can get back to my team. So the spawn issues are always a problem with betas and at the beginning of launch of games. So they'll have it fixed. It's not something I'm too worried about. I just had to put it in here for a negative of the beta. So we won't really have to worry about that. Next up is the hitboxes. I didn't personally have a problem with hitboxes. I know a lot of people did have issues with them. I saw people getting shot 2 inches beside, or 2 feet beside them, and dying or whatever. And most of the time sniper hitboxes are kind of messed up. I saw quite a bit of that, but they'll have that fixed. It's beta testing. That's what it's here for. It's here to show us what's wrong and show them what's wrong, so that way they can have it corrected for launch. I think we'll be alright come launch time with that. Next is connection issues. I personally didn't experience this only when my internet was acting like an idiot is the only time I experienced it. But other than that, I did not have a problem with it. A lot of people did. I don't really know what that comes down to. I don't know if that comes down to your internet or what, and it might be part of the skill-based matchmaking that they have in the game. I don't enjoy skill-based matchmaking. That's another issue I wanted to touch on, was the skill-based matchmaking. I don't like it. I don't want to have a sweat fest all night when I'm trying to casually play Call of Duty. If I wanted that, I'd go to ranked play. That's what ranked play is there for. It's casual is for casual. Public is casual. That's what it's there for. Just to have fun, not to be, MLG tryhards. Best way I can put it. I don't think skill-based matchmaking needs to be in a Call of Duty other than ranked play. Which, like I said, if you want competitive, go play ranked play. Team deathmatch, domination, stuff like that, it does not belong. I think it needs to go, and hopefully they'll make that decision to push it on. Next, I want to touch on the maps. Hackney Yard and Gunrunner were the only 2 enjoyable maps for me. They were small, a lot of action, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. They had a 3-lane feel to them. They were not 3-lane, but they had a 3-lane feel to them. There was a couple battles in the middle. Most of your battles were going on the right and left side, which most Call of Duties, that's what's going on. And like I said, occasional battle in the middle. They felt good. They felt like a Call of Duty map, in my opinion. It may not have been the same experience for everybody else, but for me, that's how I felt. Azir Cave could be a better map if not skill streaks, score streaks or kill streaks were, viable to use there. At the moment, if they're in the caves, there's no point in using a kill streak at all. None at all. So if they can do something to improve that, that would be awesome, but I really don't think the game is so far in development now. There's really nothing that they can do to improve Azir Cave without taking it out of rotation and then figure something out. Which, if that's what they want to do, that's completely fine with me. To improve the quality of the game, that's fine with me. I want this game to last, and I want them to do the best that they can to make the game enjoyable for everybody. Same with Grozna Raid, I think it was called. Too many buildings. For a 10v10 map, it was okay. I'm pretty sure we're going to have better ones, but Grozna Raid, I did not enjoy. Just too many buildings, too many camping spots, just so much crap going on through the entire match. And even with the minimap in, you still really didn't know where you're going at all in the entire game. So, probably be one that I'll be skipping, like I said, unless they want to take it out of rotation and just completely rebuild the map, which they're not going to do. Not a fan favorite of that one. Next, I want to touch on the SMGs not really being viable for the game. As you see in my gameplay, I'm using the AUG. I love the AUG. It fit me well, but there wasn't a whole lot of people that were using the SMGs, and that goes back to the M4A1 problem. I think the ARs are way, way better than the SMGs, unless you have somebody who's just really good with the SMG and can still do work with the SMG. I saw a couple of people using the MP5, and really not a lot using the AUG, though. And I found it to be one of the better weapons of the beta. The MP5 as well. The MP5 was very, very good weapon. And I saw a lot of people using that. But they just couldn't compete with the ARs. And I don't think that an AR should be able to outgun you at close range when you have a submachine gun. That needs to be fixed and tinkered with, and like I said, that's what beta testing is for, to see what's wrong with the game, and I think they'll have it right at launch, so I won't touch too much more on that. I think we'll be okay come launch time. And the elephant in the room, the microtransactions, we know they're coming, we know they're going to be here, there's nothing we can do about it. It's a part of Call of Duty, and it'll stay in Call of Duty. I'm not a fan of them. I don't think anybody is a fan of them. I'm okay with them being in the game if it's cosmetics only. If you want to buy something for your character, go right ahead, be my guest. It's not my place to tell you you can't. Don't put guns in the game. Don't put game-breaking stuff in the game. Don't put pay-to-win stuff in microtransactions. I don't agree with it at all. So let's just not do that like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. It was horrible. It was terrible. I felt in Infinite Warfare, loot boxes were okay. They did a better job than Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 by not putting weapons into the loot boxes. That's something that doesn't need a return. The weapon variants I don't agree with either, because it is game breaking by giving a gun better stats just because it's a variant. We don't need that at all. I know there's going to be attachment variants. That is completely okay. Put that in loot boxes and we'll be a-okay. But no game breaking stuff, because it's just going to ruin the game and it's not going to last long. Now that we're done with the cons, let's move on to the pros. And there's a lot of pros for me in the game. Like, first off, the kill streaks were pretty good. Better than recent Call of Duties. They were strong. You could do damage with them. They were fun to use. And they were rewarding to get as well. And they felt really good, like the gunship or the AC-130, basically. It was very fun to use. It was awesome to use. I got so excited when I got it. But most of the kill streaks were fun, and that's a big plus for me. Also, cross-play and cross-save. Huge step in the right direction for Call of Duty. The whole not being able to play with my friends on Xbox thing got on my nerves so much. And also PC players and stuff. I think that's going to make PC players, the PC fan base, stay longer on Call of Duty. It won't die in a month or whatever like it normally does. I think that is a fantastic thing that Infinity Ward did, and the cross save as well. it's awesome. That's all I can say is it's awesome. I'm so happy that they did it. It's finally in the game. We can play with all of our friends, and so happy. Also, the guns, like I said, the M4A1 is overpowered, but the guns felt good. The game felt good. The movement felt good. Everything inside of the gameplay felt good. Like I said, campers were in the game. Uh, that's in every Call of Duty. It's a little worse in this one. I think they'll fix as much as they can to stop the camping issue. So I think we'll be okay at the end or at launch. But other than that, the game itself felt good. Felt like I was playing a Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1 style game. It felt awesome. I felt like a kid again, coming home at 4 or 5 out the school bus and jumping on Modern Warfare 2 and playing with my buddies. That's what I felt like. It felt good. And that's what I've been searching for. Definitely not Black Ops 4 or any of the recent Call of Duties that just didn't give it to me like this game does. Um, and also the game chat coming back is awesome. Some of the things you hear are either horrible or hilarious, and that was a huge thing with the older Call of Duties. It was awesome. But overall, the game felt good. The crossplay is awesome. The things that they're doing with this game are awesome, and it's a step in the right direction, and I feel that this game will have a long shelf life. I feel like the player base is going to stay for a while in this game. I feel like Call of Duty is making its way back up again, and I think we're on the right path to better Call of Duties. But that's it from us over here at Excel Nation. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed my review of the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.